How's it going, everybody? Two more pages in the can here, so I wanted to do an update video. I really struggled with these pages. I'm not sure why. Still trying to unpack. I have an idea why I was struggling with them, but essentially, I'm on the third scene of my new book, which will be a crowd-funded book eventually. So I'm trying to generate that interest now by just showing off as much as I can and trying to create hype and stuff like that. But there was a slight process change on this scene. So if you look at my last video, I talk a bit about why I've changed my process a little bit, because I'm trying to just enjoy the process as much as possible. And I think the pages I tested my process on, I had more fun with compared to these. But I think the reason was the subject matter. And this one, for me, so this is the opener of the third scene, and shots like this. Let me just turn myself off here. You don't need to see me. Shots like this, I always. I don't know if I struggle with them. I find it hard to make these types of shots really nice. I'm not sure why. And they're very labor intensive. I always find they're very labor intensive. Like, if you're doing things like this, like a character, like a close up of a character, I don't know, there's a lot of fun in drawing people, whereas drawing like this type of environment is difficult for me anyway. And I don't know if it's because I find it boring. Like, I try my best to make it not boring. Essentially, I wanted an establishing shot of a kind of an apocalyptic setting where, you can see there's buildings that are getting a bit overgrown with stuff and they're all falling apart and stuff like that. So it's far back enough where the buildings and all are quite gestural. So hopefully with the colors I can really make this look nice. But yeah, I did struggle with this a lot, and I didn't do too much penciling on this, very light penciling. So I was trying to figure out a lot at the inking stage. And then this long panel here, you've got these Humvees kind of lying in wait is probably the best way to put it, amongst kind of the undergrowth. And then you can see these characters here, they're all kind of holding for a sign. That's what I kind of wanted there. And essentially, in my story, there is kind of all the different religions, and a lot of the races were wiped out by this powerful kind of cult that took over the planet. And what kind of mainly remains, I think the last force is like a kind of a Muslim or Islamic group who, I'm not being specific about the location, but they've taken a lot of vehicles, like American Army vehicles and stuff like that they're going to be using in this scene. But and this scene here is going to be the first introduction of the hero, the son of Santa. I'll just go on to the second page, and essentially this is what they were waiting for, and this is another one of these disciples of the cult, the Infinity Cult. And I think I had more fun on this page, like these panels, it's always, I just like drawing characters. I think most artists like to draw characters, and it was fun drawing this character. Essentially, he's got so much power that he just, he's, big fat dude, or what. I know people find that offensive, but yeah, he's a big dude, and doesn't look after himself, and essentially he's overpowered. He's got this technology behind him, so nothing can threaten him at all. Even a whole kind of platoon of grizzled soldiers with conventional weapons. So he's floating down from the from on high, and he's got all these kind of drones with him. And then obviously the head up people here can see the incoming of this disciple, and then they open fire. Now this does nothing. Essentially what I want to display here is the power of the Infinity Cult, and just what one member can do to a lot of soldiers. So you're gonna see, I'm gonna have a lot of fun in the next pages where this guy from the Infinity Cult is just gonna obliterate them all, like, and that's when the Son of Santa turns up. Like, he's kind of converging on some of the warfare that's going on. So yeah, that's this page was such a struggle. Like I think I done these panels really fast, and I labored over this panel for days. Like, and it's always when you don't work digitally, it's a struggle, because I don't want to put too much detail here, because this is a big flashpoint. This is where like all of the ballistics are like hitting the target. So you want a lot of you don't want a lot of black lines, and you want a lot of like intensity and stuff like that. Like, so I wanted to just try and create that there. I'll probably put a lot of sound effects. I'll do it digitally on this one, because I've messed around with drawing in sound effects, but there's so many here. There's a lot of soldiers with machine guns and RPGs, and then you've got these Humvees and stuff like that. Like, so yeah, just like looking back, this doesn't look as impressive. I was hoping to have way more vehicles and way more soldiers, but it's a learning experience. Like, what I did want was, I wanted the feeling of a lot of these kind of weapons opening fire, just to then show how powerful just one member of this Infinity cult is. And I really like, I've rarely drawn kind of overweight people, like, and I think I've done a good job there of this guy. So it's gonna be a lot of fun with this guy in this scene, because like, he's gonna be the first disciple who will take on the Son of Santa, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun. It's probably gonna be the first full-on crazy action fight scene, and I'm gonna try and go mental on it, like, and just really exciting, like, because I don't know, I'm just trying to bring people in, join me on this creative journey, and hopefully I can convince you all to put your well-earned money down on the table and back this book eventually when it's done. Like, so yeah, I'll leave it at that for now, and I'll be dropping more pages when they're done. Have a good day and evening, or whatever time zone you're in.